Were girls ever mean to you?
I'm going to be honest, no. I was very lucky where I was never bullied. No one ever like was mean to me growing up. And I know a lot of people are like, if people weren't mean to you, it's because you were the mean person.
No.
I was not. Mm-hmm. I was also like I was weird. Like I was not cool when I was younger. Like you guys saw the picture of me. Like I was kind of a nerd. Like,
I love that.
I was shy. Boys scared the shit out of me. I didn't do anything bad. Like I was just like a scared little girl.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I in college had a group of girls that were so fucking mean to me that I drove home in the middle of the night and like bawled in my dad's arms. Oh. And then like a week later drove down to Dallas, which is like a 3-hour drive from Oklahoma City, to cry to Sydney. And I stayed there a week because like I didn't know what else to do. And it's taken me until the past like 2 months. I would never talk about it. I didn't know if I was in the wrong. Like I would walk into our sorority house and like they wouldn't speak to me. Like they were so mean to me. And I never could like process it.
Do you ever figure out why?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of know the story as to like what it was over a boy, but was
this the girl that looks like you?
Yes.
Oh.
And her whole friend group was so mean to me, and even like years afterwards were still mean to me. Like, and it hurt me so bad, but I could never look back on it and like stand up for myself and be like, no, they were fucking mean to me until like the past 2 months. And it's like it's taken me almost 8 years to be like, I think I was bullied by like a group of girls.
Wait, what happened all of a sudden to make you like realize this?
I had a falling out with one of the girls in the group, and the whole entire group, I mean, was so mean to me.
So it was almost like, it's like that group of girls where I don't care what you guys think. If I hate someone, you all have to hate them too.
Yeah.
I hate that.
And it hurt me. And I'm like, damn, like, but I wonder, I feel like a lot of girls probably, whether you were in the right or wrong, whatever. Looking back though, like having girl drama and like people being mean to you, I feel like it's really hard to process it as girls because it can be like so hurtful at the time.
Yeah.
And it's like the older you get, maybe the more clarity you get on it. I don't know. I kind of wanted to see what you guys said on it because it's just now to where I'm like, no, fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in college, my second year in college, there was 4 of us living together, and the 2 girls were so mean to me and the other girl. And I mean, we were so young. Like me and this other girl were probably a little mean back, but it was like, that's the only thing that was the only time where like more than one girl was like really mean to me all the time. But I can process that because I'm like, we lived together. We did everything. Like it's a little bit different. I feel like, I don't know, like I really can't imagine what that would feel like to be iced out of a friend group.
And I would try to say hi to them too. Like I remember at some of their weddings, like I would try to say like hi to the girls and they would just be like, hi. And I was like, damn, no, like.
Still?
Yeah, and it knocked my confidence for a while because I felt so awkward. And now I'm like, don't fucking treat somebody like that. Like I was wronged, but I couldn't accept that for so long.
Also, the fact that these girls are holding on to this hatred for you over the stupidest thing ever, I'm sure, because it was college, it shows the level of maturity they have and like the level of growth they have not done.
Right. And now I think I wonder now if I saw them, would we be like, hey, what's up? Like, how are you? You know, maybe some of them have a baby. Maybe not. I don't even know like what everyone's doing, but I don't know why. It's like, maybe I've come more into myself and like, you know what you deserve. And like, sometimes I think maybe the biggest thing is you look back on situations and if you were treated wrong, somehow you thought you were in the wrong. No. But then you become positive you weren't.
Yeah, no, that's like anytime you end things, or when I've ended things with guys, I think that like, I always think like, was it me? But no, wait, then I have to remind myself, no, they treated me wrong.
And there is such thing where you were actually treated wrong.
Yes.
Like, why do we have this thing where we're like, oh, well, I was definitely culprit for all of these reasons. And it's like, and a lot of times there's beauty in taking ownership, but I think there's certain scenarios that are so bad where you're like, no, that was fucked up and they were wrong.
Fully. Wait, can you say that again?
Like,
no, like the treating. Sometimes when people treat us wrong, we think we are in the wrong.
Yeah, I think sometimes when we're being treated wrong or a situation ends or something, we sit there and we're like, I definitely had 50% of that. And I love the ownership because I think a lot of times we need it.
I love that.
But there are certain times where it's like, no, I wasn't the asshole. I just wasn't, and you all were. And I didn't, at the time, I couldn't stand up for myself. Like, I didn't have the power because I thought I was really wrong or something, and they make you think that.
Yeah.
But to stand up and be like, no, fuck that.
Also, just because more girls disliked you, like, the numbers game doesn't count. Like, just because there was, like, let's say 4 girls who all thought this way about you does not mean that you were in the wrong, because they, for sure, since 4 of them thought that way versus 1, like, Alex was definitely in the wrong.
Totally. And I didn't go gather my troops.
Exactly.
I didn't go shout it from the rooftops.
You didn't come up with people to bully them back.
No, I wasn't like, oh, you guys have an army of 5. Here's my army of 5. I told my 2 friends exactly what happened. And then I told my 2 friends, you always be nice to all of them. Always. Like, you don't need to go to war for me. I'm good.
How embarrassing, too. Like, I would... Can you imagine me like, okay, guys,
lame.
you 2 better be mean to everyone who hurts me like that? I would be so embarrassed if you guys were ever rude. It's even a guy I dated.
It's also like you never got the apology, so it's probably confusing. You know?
Never got the closure.
You never got to be like, oh, okay, maybe they were wrong.
I actually think that's probably a big part of it. Like, it's just like left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're at an age where, I mean, that's very traumatizing.
I think it was traumatizing.
Friendships.
Did you live in the
your
same
whole life.
house? Like, was it like a sorority house, or they're just like in your sorority?
We lived in the same sorority house, yeah. And then after that, we lived in separate houses.
Like, building friendships when we're young is so important in building meaningful conversations. Like, any type of person, I think, and this is a little drastic, but we talked about this last night, is we like accept the love we think we deserve. And that goes from family, friends, boys, girls, like relationships, anything. So it's like, if you have these friends, these girls who you thought were your friends, showing you the love that you think you deserve, like, that's traumatizing. And then you, I feel like, would be very broken to find any other friendships going forward.
Yeah, I was scarred for a really long time, and I didn't like trust people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were they
sorry.
like your actual friends?
Yeah. I would say they were.
Was it Oliver a boy?
I think I'd say I think so. And I think it spiraled.
That happened to me, but I got the apology.
See, that's nice.
Yeah, and I always knew that they were like fucking lame about it, so I didn't really care. Like my friend was dating my best friend from home, and then when they broke up, everyone was like, "Well, why are you still friends with him?" I'm like, "I've known him for like 10 years. Like, you dated my friend, like."
Oh, and they wanted you to hate him.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
like, no.
You're like, no. That's funny. You're like, oh.